Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today, we're exploring Michael Bungay Stanier's The Coaching Habit. Say less, ask more, and change the way you lead. This book promises a simple yet powerful approach to coaching, equipping managers and leaders with the tools to make a real impact in just 10 minutes or less. Stanier argues that in today's fast-paced world, traditional management styles of giving advice and solving problems for others are no longer effective. Instead, he advocates for a coaching approach that empowers individuals to find their own solutions. The core of Stanier's method revolves around 7 essential questions, which form the backbone of this book. Before we get to those, though, Stanier addresses a critical point: how to actually build a new habit. He emphasizes that simply knowing about a better approach isn't enough. We need a practical framework for putting it into action. He introduces what he calls the new habit formula, which comprises a reason, a trigger, a micro-habit, effective practice, and a plan. Your reason is your why. What's the payoff for changing your behavior? It's helpful to frame this in terms of serving others. The trigger is the specific moment where you have a choice to engage in the old habit or the new one. The more specific, the better. Next, define the new habit as a micro-habit, something that takes less than 60 seconds. This helps you gain traction. Effective practice involves practicing small chunks of the bigger action, repetition, and being mindful of successes. Finally, your plan addresses how you'll get back on track when you inevitably stumble. Now, on to the 7 questions. The first is the kickstart question. What's on your mind? This simple question is remarkably effective in cutting through small talk, bypassing outdated agendas, and avoiding premature diagnoses. It allows the other person to take the lead and share what's truly important. Stanier introduces the 3P model, project, people, patterns, to further focus the conversation. Projects refer to the work itself, people to relationships and dynamics, and patterns to recurring behaviors. Next up is the AWE question. And what else? This seemingly simple question works wonders in generating more options, taming the advice monster, and buying you time to think. Stanier advises asking, "And what else?" at least 3 times, but rarely more than 5. It's also important to actually listen to the answers and acknowledge them. He recommends simple affirmations like "fantastic," "I like it," "good one," etc. The third question is the focus question. What's the real challenge here for you? This question helps to identify the root cause of an issue, rather than getting sidetracked by surface-level problems. Stanier identifies 3 common foggy fears that obscure the real challenge: the proliferation of challenges, coaching the ghost, and abstractions and generalizations. The "for you" part of the question makes it personal and actionable. Question 4 is the foundation question. What do you want? This seemingly straightforward question can be surprisingly difficult to answer. It forces clarity and encourages open communication. Stanier also suggests connecting wants to underlying needs. He emphasizes the importance of asking and answering this question yourself, promoting adult-to-adult conversation. He also touches upon the neuroscience of engagement. The lazy question, "How can I help?" is the 5th question, and it's designed to prevent you from taking on other people's responsibilities. It empowers the other person to articulate their specific needs, allowing you to decide if and how you can assist. A more direct version is, "What do you want from me?" Stanier connects this to the Karpman drama triangle, emphasizing that asking, "How can I help?" helps you avoid the rescuer role. The strategic question, "If you're saying yes to this, what are you saying no to?" helps manage overwhelm by forcing us to prioritize. It emphasizes the importance of making conscious choices about what not to do. Stanier recommends using the 3P model to identify what you need to let go of to make room for new commitments. Finally, the learning question. What was most useful for you? Solidifies learning and provides valuable feedback. It reinforces the value of the conversation and encourages reflection. Stanier ties this to the ages model. Asking this question also aligns with the peak-end rule from psychology. Sprinkled throughout the book are question masterclass sections, offering additional tips on asking questions effectively. These include asking one question at a time, cutting the intro, sticking to what questions, getting comfortable with silence, and acknowledging answers. So, what's the main takeaway? The coaching habit provides a practical framework for becoming a more effective leader by shifting from advice giving to curiosity. By mastering these 7 simple questions, you can empower your team, improve communication, and create a more impactful work environment. Easy to remember heuristics. Stay curious, stay lazy. Focus on asking, not telling. Remember the "and what else?" Start with "what's on your mind?" and end with "what was most useful for you?" Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book exploration.